Hello, welcome back to Win, Loss or Draw. This will be episode 2. I'm Felix Todd, and today we're hoping for another win, perhaps maybe in a slightly more positional way. You know, yesterday we had a bit of a anticlimactic win, you could say, after my opponent hung the queen. But, you know, a win's a win, and yeah, stay tuned. Hope you enjoy the episode. Right, we are back. Not sure whether this will be its own video or the same part of the first episode. We'll see what happens. But we intend to keep cracking on, and we're going to see whether it's a win, loss, or a draw. Here we go. Let's find an opponent. Right, Lucky Lance has the white pieces, and they kick things off with d4. What are we in the mood for? Why don't we try and play a Dutch? See what happens. This is an opening that I've had some success with, but not too much. We just want to get the pieces out, try and develop. We play e6 to try and get the dark squared bishop out, or even here. Bishop e7 and castle, I think. Okay, now we want to try and get our other pieces into the game pretty sharpish. So let's play... I want to play d6. I think that's the main move. Okay, right, where are we headed? What is the general vibe? What's going on in the position? Let's have a look. I'm kind of tempted to play this move and go after the bishop, because then it has to retreat. But then they may have this move to try and dislodge the knight. Too early to bring the queen in, I think. Or maybe not, actually. Because if they don't castle, this pawn's weak. Let's actually go here. And the goal is to bring the queen over to this side of the board if they castle king side. Yeah, so now we're... I know, because then they have this move immediately. So yeah, let's go after the bishop first, which opens up this diagonal for the bishop. And then we can bring the queen in, and they don't have this move with the knight to sort of attack the queen and defend the pawn at the same time. That's a good move, but I think we can play this. Yeah, I like that a lot. Sort of forced to take because if otherwise, I'm going to take twice. But now we can take, and we're threatening g2, so they might take with the bishop. I think it's good to get the bishop off the board like this. I think this is a good start. The rook is slightly overextended, but we can always just bring it back. That's fine. Yeah, okay, let's take. They castle. Now, don't want to rush with any sort of early sacrifices here, because this knight is over defended. The knight, the bishop, and the queen all defend. So there's no merit to taking just yet. But we do want to try and bring our other attackers in. So I think one way to do that is by playing this move, which looks like it gives a pawn away. No, hang on, maybe queen first. Yeah. Let's bring the queen in. What I'm noticing is that this bishop is sort of ready to pounce. There's this hook for it to capture a pawn on h3, so if we can just play e5, even give the pawn away, we're threatening this. And then they may have to push, we can pick up the exchange, hopefully we move the rook back in time. But I'm sensing a bit of an initiative here for black, which is good. Let's hope we don't blunder at this stage. Maybe I should play the Dutch a bit more often. I haven't played it in months, I don't think. Okay, opponent's taking a bit of time. This can be the problem with Rapid. Let's see if there's anything that I've missed at this stage. I'm not entirely sure what you play as white. I mean, this bishop is sort of tied down because the queen is covering this diagonal. Yeah, that's a good go at it. Now that does over defend e5, but I think we can play it anyway. They're not threatening much. Yeah, my gut just says e5 here. Let's play it. Let's see what happens. It's win, loss, or draw. If we lose, we lose. But we want to try and get a proper attacking game in after the first episode, which was my opponent just sort of hanging their queen, sadly. But look, a win's a win. I'm not complaining. But let's try and win positionally this game. I'm not really sure how you stop this, because even if you play something like this, I might be tempted to sack. Because there's a lot of material here. I think that's mate afterwards once the king is sort of yo-yoed a bit. Do you push once, go after the rook? No, because it's pinned. It's pinned by the queen. Wow. Okay. I think that's a good move. The question is, does it work now to sacrifice the bishop? So if we sacrifice the bishop, they take with the pawn. We go somewhere like here with the queen. We're attacking the pawn, but the king can come up to defend. No, I think we need more firepower. And to do that, I think I'm going to bring the other knight in, which defends e5. Definitely worth spending a minute here, because this bishop takes h3 could be interesting. Bishop takes h3, pawn takes h3. Queen here. King here. You can't go rook there because of the knight. No, I think it seems odd after building up quite a nice attack, but I do think knight c. I mean, it's still losing the pawn, right? Because takes, yeah, so I'm losing the pawn anyway. Unless I push. I can push the pawn. Oh! Okay, I'm really glad I spent some time here, because if I hadn't seen that move. So pushing the pawn is really useful, because now there's one less defender. And that might be the critical difference, and that might make the sacrifice work. So let's push. See where he's going to go with the knight. I think the only natural square is like here or here. I think this looks pretty good. Can't come to any of these squares. Yeah, okay, that's good. Right, the temptation now is, now that the knight has vacated this square. Hang on. Bad arrow drawing, sorry. I think now I want to sacrifice, because I can get the rook in. then they have this move. Maybe let's fianchetto the bishop, actually. Okay, we're going to do it aggressively. No, because then they have knight a5. Oh, I feel like I'm rambling. Sorry, I'm just very excited by this game. Let's see what happens. I'm going to get the bishop on the long diagonal. I think they're defended quite well. Yeah, that's a problem. We're worried by that because you see that the queen and the knight are aligned against the king. So he's opening himself up to give us a discovered check. But I think we can just move our king to h8 and we are relatively safe. We do have some back rank issues, so we need to get developed quickly. Something like bishop here, knight here. I think the attack is sort of running out of steam. Not that there really was much to begin with. Okay, the knight is coming in. Yeah, I do still think, because if that knight ever moves, we can play e3 and we're threatening mate because of the bishop and queen coming together. Something like this we're not worried about. We just bring the rook back. Oh no, actually no, because that's threatening here. So if he goes here, we actually have to take, which is really irritating. Yeah, good move. Or can we be cheeky? No, because going here doesn't work because he takes this rook, which defends mate. So I've sort of put myself in a bit of trouble here. So takes, my rook is under attack from the queen, so I'm going to have to push. Is anything hanging? No. Okay. Queen's got to retreat somewhere. Probably there's a good move. Because that prevents my knight from developing, but then d5 comes. Getting low on time. Got to be mindful of this. Ooh, going for the trade. Do we want to trade? Not really. Let's go. Oh, they're threatening the back rank as well. That's cheeky. Right, we do have to take. So let's go. But now we can develop the knight. Get it off its starting square finally. If they do something like this to threaten the rook, we just drop back. We're going to double up shortly. Go after this f pawn. Yep, time to go after the f pawn still. If they push the pawn, we have a passer. Got lots of options. think just... No, I don't want to trap my own rook. Let's try and consolidate things in the center a bit. I'm pre-moving to try and save a little bit of time. If they take, that is. Okay, I'm noticing that if I go here, that bishop is kind of stuck and has to retreat to either here or here. But I'm still worried about my own rook. Hopefully it doesn't get trapped. Or even here. There's an option. Okay, we're going to take that. Or are we going to play here first? Let's play here first. Yeah. Give ourselves a bit of luft. Not worried about him coming in here. Or here, either. I said I wasn't worried. I take it back because that's actually kind of annoying. I think we have to bring the knight back now to give ourselves a bit of wiggle room. Oh no, because then the pawn hangs. Let's take. Okay. That's a good move. I'm worried about that. He's been a little bit too long preparing it. I think he could have played it. Oh, I hung my rook. Oh no. I rushed that. I thought I could just play e3 and have this little... Oh, that's a killer. But there's not much time left on the clock. I'm going to go for a time scramble here. He has to notice that my rook is hanging. That is very, very lucky. That is crazy. That's another hanging of a piece, though. That's not very good, Felix. Come on. And I've just hung mate as well. Or at least the back rank. Sorry, I'm really having to focus here. I'm not doing very well. I've hung the knight. No, you haven't. He missed it. This is the messiest time scramble I've been in a long time. I'm in big trouble. It's over. Oh. Oh no. He's got so much time, he can do this. Oh no! That's so painful. I had such a good position. Wow, I can't believe I did that. Good game, he says. That's nice. Okay. Right, let's go back. And I mean, this is all not worth looking at. This is all hopeless. Sorry, that's probably really annoying on the noise front. Let's just scroll up. Okay, so it's actually giving white an advantage here. Even after... Oh, King H1 is a bit of a mistake because of E4. So I found E4. That's good. Now it wants knight D7. Yeah, too slow. Knight D7. Knight D7 was the move. Bishop takes D5 is forced. C6. Queen H5 is forced. G6 now. Okay, so it's very, very even. I'm looking at the eval. Oh, here I missed. G3 traps the rook in this position. Missed that. Yeah. Knight H7 is the move. And this is a problem. Okay. Right, well, it all went wrong after I played E3 and hung my rook, which you didn't see. I should have taken with the bishop. I did take with the bishop. King H1. Still needing to clear the way for the rook. I don't know why I played like this. Yeah. Now I let him take my bishop. I don't think there's much to analyse here because it's all big blunders and time scrambles and stuff like that. But look, I'm gonna stop the recording there. Right, episode 2 ends in a loss. That's one win, one loss. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will see you in the next episode. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Yes, so not the best episode for me, but I hope still some instructional value there. We had a Dutch defence. I think we had a fairly good attack, but nothing concrete. And then a couple of blunders, bit of time issues, and sadly a loss. But that's okay. That's the first one of the series. Hopefully we can come back strong in episode 3. Thanks for watching.